Hello, we are group 10. My group has 4 members. Yap Yingzi, Ng Hui Jie, Lai Peiyan, and me. My name is Ng Chun Tian. I will introduce the Alibaba company background. Alibaba Group was established in 1999 by 18 people led by Jack Ma, a former English teacher from Hangzhou, China. From the outset, the company founder shared a briefing that the internet would level the playing field by enabling small enterprise to leverage innovation and technology to grow and compete more effectively in the domestic and global economies. Since launching its first website, helping small and medium-sized enterprises in China to sell internationally, Alibaba Group has grown into a digital ecosystem with business comprising commercial, computing, digital media, and entertainment and innovation initiatives.
My name is Ng Hui Jie. The first problem that faces by Alibaba is integrated ecosystem. In the earlier stage of Alibaba Group, it has seen it grow within itself by creating Alipay, Alimama, and such. The initial ecosystem was simple as linking buyers and sellers of goods. As they start to develop, it was vividly clear that they needed to somehow make all this connected, as the data would need to be communicated throughout the whole Alibaba company, as this is causing some downfall in Alibaba since the data is not being able to communicate properly. To tackle this fall, they produces an ecosystem of companies to contribute them to this. Its leading e-commerce portal such as Alipay, Alimama, China Smart Logistics, and Aliyun. Their tactics was to make sure that the platform gave all the resources and access to the resources that an online business would need to achieve, and thus supported the evolution of the ecosystem. The second problem is marketing strategy. Alibaba was failing in the initial stage with their failure in delivering product and creation of fake products, as normally a company would do, but what causes their rise to become significant was their marketing strategy, which have implemented brilliantly to bring back Alibaba back to the top. Alibaba have effective marketing strategy because the main elements of the 4 P's consist of product, place, promotion, and pricing that drive the success of a business. Alibaba has few beliefs which play an important role within the achievement of the company. One of the successes of Alibaba was when Alibaba defeated eBay by competing using the Taobao platform. Taobao was introduced in 2003, known as the largest online business platform in the company. In response to eBay shutdown, Taobao gained trust of their consumer in Chinese site by implementation of Alipay, and a lot of investors shift from eBay to Taobao because of its profits and success. The last problem of Alibaba is new transaction patterns. One of the steps Alibaba took challenge and made it into a success is challenging traditional transaction pattern. Always watching on consumer and evolving needs and demands, Alibaba changed the traditional transaction pattern and ventures creative ways to set up more benefits for customers. 2 ways they introduce their new transaction pattern is consumer to business transaction model and offline to offline strategy. to bring down costs in the traditional supply chain and reduce the time needed for product turnover. Alibaba places the C2B transaction model, which leads to rating up customer satisfaction to the fullest. Alibaba assembles disparate consumer with same kind of demands to create a strong purchasing group that able to purchase single goods or goods at a wholesale price. Moreover, with its harsh online customer behavior data. That's all for my part. Thank you.
I taking CEO as my role. Focus on the Alibaba future development, planning and decision making. Have to make a right decision for the company. Define a plan to accomplish the Alibaba's version. Review that version or goal every quarter. Share everything with the company. Celebrate the success with teammates together. Okay, thank you. My part until here.
Okay, hi, I'm the CFO. I'm gonna talk about the strategy for CFO. The strategy for CFO in Alibaba would be to use more additional cash from the incremental profits and additional capital from revenues to help merchants and invest in fast-growing markets. Another important strategy would be to ensure smooth financial operations and cash flow to withstand economical headwinds. So the next would be prepare investment budget in response to the continually evolving business landscape. As CFO, one must take on increasing responsibilities that grew to include strategic investments in addition to financial management and operations. Thank you.
Alibaba CMO using Uni marketing create better customer experience is also take a guesswork out of resource allocation and enabling Alibaba to run marketing programs that are essentially long-term capital investment. With a complete view of a customer lifetime value backed by a single unique ID, Alibaba can trade the value of its marketing investment with as much precision as a mutual fund manager reviewing her portfolio. There's complete visibility into what a particular group of marketing investment involve. When new investments are made, they immediately reflected on the balance sheet. When an investment starts to decline in value, for whatever reason, that too is immediately visible and new investment can be allocated to other areas.
Alibaba HR come up with a 3C strategy to support business. 3C strategy included communication, which is staying in touch with what's happening on the battlefield via real-time status sharing. The second C is connection, which is finding ways to stay connected with each other to battle COVID-19. The last C is commitment, which is inspiring people to continually perform well in difficult situations. That's all for my part. Thank you.
So I'm gonna talk about the CPM and QSPM. The following chart is the competitive profile metrics of Alibaba with its competitor, namely Amazon and JD.com. Now I'm going to move to QSPM. Start with related diversification. The first is expand fast shipping services globally to a wider range of goods and cover more countries with fast shipping services. So for the unrelated diversification, they can expand into tourism and hospitality industry because Alibaba possesses big data on consumers with their e-commerce platform, and one of the highest growing consumer sectors is in the travel industry. This is a growing sector as more and more people travel, and Alibaba can tap into this sector by providing services through their apps. So for the market penetration, Alibaba can penetrate into Southeast Asia market as e-commerce penetration rate in Southeast Asia is only 11%. So thank you.
Alibaba SWOT analysis strength. First, leading position as the largest internet market. Third, brand popularity, investor trust increasing internationally. Third, good relation with Chinese government. Fourth, expanding network, ultra-trader, increase customer traffic and value. 5, connected with own payment system, Alipay. Next, I will talk about business. First, easy to imitate business model. Third, counterfeit. Third, infusion by Chinese government. Fourth, Chinese culture is not innovative enough. 5, insolently business platform. 6, slow delivery time. Next, I will talk about opportunity. First, government support or regulation. Second, growing internet penetration. Third, increasing delivery efficiency. 4, SMEs moving away from own web shop toward online marketplace. 5, strong economies and industry background. Next, I will talk about trade. First, government regulation or nationalization. Second, e-commerce competition. Third, possible M&A of other players. 4, global economies crisis. 5, growth of m-commerce. 6, inscriptive new technology. 7, lawsuits from brand holder. That's all my present.